Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Trojans will kick it away first. Oh, he's going to go for the return. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Offense set on first down. The give to the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away, and they were able to do that there.
Got it behind the line. It's Buchanan.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football. They play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Past the 45. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Third down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
The Seminoles are flying down the field. Leaves it with the running back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run and get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
To the air, it's O'Connell. Gets it out quickly. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. From the gun, give on the inside. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, no!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throwing right. He makes a catch.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They'll leave it with him. Steamrolls his way ahead. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just... and the
touchdown, Florida State! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Texas pulled out the victory on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there in Austin. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Spits it out to the back. This time he's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Movement here from the tight end. The give from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Finds his man in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place to recruit. When you got that kind of pedigree, you always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida State 14, USC 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll try the left side. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. First down for this offense. He's going to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know.
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Fires to the big fella. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat.
And the offense stays aggressive. They're trying to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He caught it, and he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Seminole. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
You guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And the Trojans want to move quickly.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got his man quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They got a 1st and 10. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll give it to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big 4th downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam them, you know the ball's going to come out pretty quickly, but he does a great job winning at the line of scrimmage. QB and him, same page. 4th down, no problem.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Can't get him to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's O'Connell. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Wants to pass it. He's looking deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fair catch called for and made. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap.
And they got him for the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
He's back to throw on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The Trojans are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Got a man. It's Stewart. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Power football with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quicker. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. If you're getting 5+ yards, that is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Looking for a man. It's O'Connell. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Wide receiver shows motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. It's Brewer. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Noles!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Oregon is ahead early right now, but years past they've had Michael James or Joey Harrington. They don't have that guy this year, and that's why this is tight. They're up by just 1 over Notre Dame. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pulls it in. It's Flanagan. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. On second down, looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense with the scoop and score. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Keeps looking downfield. Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Fights off the defender.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Florida State 35, USC 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Seminoles! And the pummeling has started. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet stick. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help them too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give them some easy throws.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Touchdown, no! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David. And that ball's free behind the line. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
1st and goal, USC.
He'll set up to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. you can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll run play action. He's got it. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. And the extra point is good. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The back goes in motion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent team.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He'll get rid of it. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He'll try to take it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida State. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 15 over Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll throw it on first down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here's the handoff. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Noles have taken it inside the 20. Looking for room. It's Buchanan. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that.